I'm going to profile a Kemper amp today, and the amp we're going to capture today is a EVH 5153, and we're going to use it with a 412 Marshall cabinet, and we're going to mic it with a SM57 microphone. And here's the connection between the Kemper amp and the 5150. Guitar to Kemper amp's input. Kemper's direct output should go to 5150 amps input. The mic from the cabinet should go to the Kemper's return input, and the main output should go to the mixer where we can monitor the sound. Yeah, I don't really tweak the amp that much. I kept it kind of flat because I know after I profile it, I can still tweak it. On a Kemper amp, there's an amp section where you can add or subtract high, low, mid, and even some gain if it needs it. So keeping the amp kind of flat worked out the best for me. Let's check out the amp. Ready to be captured. Turn it all the way to profiler. The second button, it should say reference amp. That's where you should be able to auditioning your amp, and right now it should be the 5150. Check it out, make sure that's the sound that you want to capture, and it should sound like this. I also use a reverb here. I just turn a reverb on to hear what the amp sounds like with reverb. Turn the reverb off and go to the next page. And on this page, the first button is say distorted, the second one say clean. These two buttons represent your guitar sound. Select clean if you're going to capture a clean guitar amp. We're going to keep it on distorted because we're going to capture a distorted sound today. And the fourth one says start profiling. Hit this button to start. It's done. Now let's refine the sound. On the first button it says Kemper amp. That's the amp, that's a sound that you just capture. On the second button it says reference amp. That's the EVH 5150. That's the original sound from that amp. So this part will let you hear the difference between the original amp and the profiling amp. And here's the Kemper amp and what it's just captured. Here's the original amp 5150. And the third button is where you refine your profile. Hit that button and play just a few chords and kind of tell the Kemper that this is how I'm going to be using it, this is how I'm going to be playing it. And yeah, and it goes like this. And when you're done, you just hit finish, which is the fourth button. After that, you just need to store it, which is saving your new profiling sound. You just take a little time filling out the info, like what amp you're using, what amps you're profiling, the mic you use, the cabinet, where you do it at, what studio, and all those good information. Make sure you save all of those info, and we are done.